Rayan was known in his village for only one thing: laziness. People did not call him by his name anymore, they called him Tomorrow. If there was any work, Rayan would say, "I'll do it tomorrow." If his mother asked him to help in the house, he would stretch on the bed and promise tomorrow. If his father asked him to look for a job or learn a skill, he would nod with sleepy eyes and say tomorrow. Tomorrow never came. Rayan was not poor in talent, he was strong, healthy, and intelligent. As a child, he was curious and quick to learn. Teachers once praised him, saying he could do great things if he tried. But as years passed, comfort took over his life. He enjoyed sleeping late, scrolling on his phone, watching others work, and dreaming big dreams without taking small steps. Dreams felt good because they needed no effort. His father was a simple man who worked long hours at a small repair shop. Every evening, he returned home tired, his hands dirty with oil, but his heart full of hope that one day his son would stand on his own feet. His mother silently prayed for Rayan every night, asking life to teach him what words could not. One day, the repair shop closed due to loss. Rayan's father came home earlier than usual. He did not shout or complain, he just sat quietly. That silence was heavier than any anger. Rayan noticed it but ignored it. He thought, "Father will manage somehow." He went back to his phone. Days passed and money became tight. The food on the table reduced. Electricity was cut sometimes. Still, Rayan did nothing. He waited for a miracle, for someone to save him, for luck to knock on his door. Deep inside, he feared failure more than he loved success, so he chose inaction. One afternoon, an old school friend named Samir visited him. Samir was once weaker in studies than Rayan, but now he was confident, busy, and full of energy. He talked about his small business, the struggles, the long nights, and the pride of earning his own living. Rayan listened quietly. Instead of feeling inspired, he felt uncomfortable. Samir's success showed him his own emptiness. When Samir left, Rayan laughed it off, saying, "Everyone has their own luck." That night, Rayan overheard his parents talking. His mother was worried about expenses. His father said softly, "I am not worried about myself, I am worried about Rayan. Life will not be soft with him." Those words pierced Rayan's heart. For the first time, he could not sleep. His laziness felt heavy, like chains around his body. The next morning, Rayan woke up early without an alarm. He sat on his bed, confused and restless. He looked at his hands and wondered why he had wasted so much time. But old habits are strong. A voice inside him said, "Start tomorrow, today you rest." Another quieter voice said, "If not today, then never." Rayan stood up. It was a small step, but it was the hardest. He went outside and walked aimlessly until he reached a small workshop where a man was fixing bicycles. Rayan watched him work with focus and patience. After some time, Rayan gathered courage and asked if he could help. The man looked at him and said, "I don't pay much." Rayan replied, "I don't want money right now, I want to learn." The man agreed. The first days were painful. Rayan's back hurt, his hands got dirty, and his mind kept telling him to quit. He made mistakes and was scolded. Many times he thought of running back to his comfortable bed. But every evening when he returned home tired, he felt something new inside him. It was not happiness, but it was real. It was the feeling of effort. Slowly, Rayan started learning. He learned how to fix punctures, adjust brakes, and talk to customers. He began waking up early without forcing himself. Laziness still knocked on his door, but now Rayan knew its tricks. He learned that laziness does not disappear, it must be defeated daily. Weeks turned into months. Rayan started earning small amounts. He gave the first money to his mother. She did not say anything, but her eyes filled with tears. His father patted his back silently. That touch felt like a medal to Rayan. One day, a customer insulted Rayan for a small mistake. Old Rayan would have quit that moment, blaming fate and people. But new Rayan took a deep breath, fixed the mistake, and apologized. That night, he realized something important. Proving yourself is not about showing others you are better. It is about proving to yourself that you will not run away when things get hard. Rayan began to set small goals. He saved money. He watched tutorials at night instead of wasting time. He learned about tools and machines. His confidence grew slowly, like a plant watered every day. There were days he felt tired and hopeless, but he remembered the silence of his father and the worried voice of his mother. That memory pushed him forward. After a year, Rayan left the workshop and started working at a bigger repair center. People there respected him for his dedication. Some even asked for advice. Rayan smiled when he remembered how people once laughed at him. He did not feel angry at his past. He felt grateful because that lazy boy taught him the value of discipline. One evening, Samir visited again. This time, Rayan was the one busy at work. Samir smiled and said, "You have changed." Rayan replied, "No, I just stopped lying to myself." Years later, Rayan opened his own small workshop. It was not big or fancy, but it was honest. He hired a young boy who reminded him of his old self. The boy was lazy, careless, and full of excuses. Rayan did not shout at him. He gave him simple tasks and one lesson every day: start now. Rayan understood that laziness is not weakness. It is fear wearing a comfortable mask. And courage is not loud or dramatic. Sometimes courage is just standing up when your bed begs you to lie down. His story spread quietly, not through speeches but through actions. People saw a lazy boy prove himself not by words but by daily effort. And Rayan knew that as long as he kept choosing action over excuses, he would never return to the person he once was.